What's up, everybody? Lamar here, GHL Voice. Man, oh man, oh man. This YouTube world is something crazy. So let's get right to it, bringing you guys extreme value. You want unlimited calling for your Goal high level account for a flat fee? Show you how it's done. The first step is unlocking all the hidden features or the blocked features that high level has. High level has all these features already there. They're built off of Twilio. They're blocking these features, or in other words, they didn't incorporate them. They're there. They just need to be incorporated, right? So let's get into that. So right now I'm logged into my high level account, and if I scroll down here, we're going to see something called call center. Right here. Click call center. Okay, log in as an agent. You'll land on this page. You need to log in as an agent. So let's do that. Click the button. Plug in your credentials. Select your campaign. Click submit. Once you click submit, you're good to go. And this is just to pick inbound calls. It's not a big deal. Oh, I'm logged in over here already. I was already logged in. We'll close this guy out. Okay, submit. You can't be logged in two places, so that was my fault. Let's log in again, and you'll get the voice prompt, which is the most important part, getting the voice prompt.
Currently the only person in this conference.
This is a caller ID right in this box here. You can't see it because if I show it to you, YouTube will block the video, right? So now that we have our caller ID, our agents just write that down in case somebody wants to know what number to call them back on, and they're good to go. All right. Let's go quickly over the dialing interface. Man, it's just awesome. As soon as you click here, you'll see dialable leads, right? Let's give this another way to break this down. Dialer is here, right? Let's look at their dialer compared to the call center agent interface. They have a dialing pad. Let's look at their queue. They don't have call queues. They don't have voicemail. Not here anyway. Keypad, that's great. Everybody's got a keypad. Contacts, okay, so do we. And recent calls, okay. So that's what you have here. As you can see, we don't use this, even though it is here. Now let's look at our dialing pad. You have the green button, or you have this whole interface that's completely integrated with the whole high level. Whole interface, right? I can instantly see how many leads are on this list. If there's calls in queue, I can see it right here. I see the calls in queue. If there's emails in queue, I can see that also. Most importantly, I can see in real time how many calls we made today. Outbound calls, inbound calls, sales, close rates, and average talk time, right? Just come on, guys, right? Most importantly, personal information for the lead will be here. Any address information will be here, and any additional contact details are here. Most importantly, scripts. If you have a script, it would be here. We can even run custom code in this window if you want to do something with coding or something like that. It's pretty cool. Your GHL custom fields will be here, right? If there's custom fields for the lead, it will be right here. So that way you can see them on the phone call and use them to close in real time. Internal chat between the team. I mean, we're way ahead of GHL. We've had this for what, 3 years now? So our team can chat with each other, right? Select an agent. If they're logged in, send them a message. That's it. And customer chat comes right into here and you can manage it with a queue. So hopefully this is just an insight to some of the things that Go High Level can already do if they didn't lock this down. They locked this down so you guys couldn't do certain things, or they didn't incorporate it. Either way, it's a native feature of Twilio. It's a native feature of Twilio that they're making sure it doesn't work here. Got it? Okay. And this interface is going to unlock all of those features and put them right inside your Go High Level account. Okay. Now, I can manually call leads in here. I can even look up leads if I wanted to. Let's go back. If I scroll down to the bottom here, there's a lot going on. I have a dialing pad here. If I want to call just one lead, I can just click this and dial a number. If I have a list of leads, I can just click this. Excuse me, I can just click this and dial the entire list. So this red button calls an entire list. This green button dials the next number in the list. And this is if you just want to do a manual dial. All right. I can preview leads before I call them, see their information, see what's going on. Most importantly, I can pull all the go high level information from the CRM by clicking this button and displaying it right on screen. Of course, we can transfer all kind of stuff, right? So again, go high level can't do any of this. If we transfer a lead to another team member, all of the information on the lead goes with the transfer call. Like it's just on another level. Custom wait music. You can make sure any hot leads go directly to your best closers. I mean, the possibilities are endless. You can listen to calls in real time while the agent's on the phone and coach them. You can whisper and barge, like the list goes on forever. So as you can see, it's much more than just a basic dialing pad of what you have here. Now, the great part, which I've already mentioned, is unlimited calling for a flat fee. For example, we have clients that call New Zealand for $75 a month, and they call all they want. 15,000 minutes doesn't matter. And if you know how much that would cost you, that 15,000 minutes to call New Zealand on Twilio or high level, I think it's going to cost you like 800 bucks. Okay? So just keep that in mind. All right. So enough about this interface and, the big differences. I just wanted to cover that for you guys because it's huge. You really got to understand that. Okay? So we've already sent our leads over here. It's on autopilot. That's how we can see how many dialable leads we have. So now let's pull one of those leads into the system, right? So let's do that. So I'm going to pull up a lead by going through my call log, and I can see everybody who I've called, right? And if I pull, we'll start with this Bigler guy. It wasn't the lead I was going to use, but we'll start with this guy. So click the dial button. It puts his phone number here. Now I have the option to dial this lead or preview it. I don't have to instantly dial it. I can look at it and see if I want to call them. So let's do that. Preview the lead. You see their information comes up just like a real phone call. We don't have any address information for him. Let's see if we have any custom fields by clicking the form button. All right, there's no custom fields here. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Excuse me. Not every lead has custom fields, right? So matter of fact, let's pull up a lead that has some custom field. Let me do that for you guys. Okay, awesome. So what we've done here is I pulled up a campaign that has leads that have custom fields. That other campaign didn't have any custom fields for the leads. So as you can see, it's a different campaign because there's less leads here, right? So what we're going to do is just pull up a recent lead by manually dialing. So click manual dial, put the phone number in there. You can get the phone number directly from high level. I simply just went inside of high level and grabbed a lead, right? And then just click preview. If I wanted to just call them, it'll instantly call them if I click this button, but I'm just trying to show you the lead information. I don't really want to call them. So we're going to preview it because you have options. Preview the lead, Daniel Francois, right? We can see his name, first and last, address information, phone number, email, any call notes if there was any. There was a call placed on 8/20, right? And he's currently in a call right now. That's me. Right? And we can see the basic, these are the custom field data that we have on him right now. Right? Not a whole bunch, but you can see we have some data here. We're a real estate firm, so he's got his mortgage company, his interest rate, if it's fixed. It's kind of hard to tell what they are. These are different phone numbers without the actual pretty name for the field. So let's just show you the pretty name, what that looks like, right? So we'll close this out and just go to the form. And as you can see, here's the fields. APN, auction date, bankruptcy date, basement, right? So not every field has a value, right? But the ones that do, we have them. The county he's in. I think you get the gist here. And all of this updates in GHL in real time. So as you can see, landline 1, landline 2, landline 3, right? I think you get it. So all of this information's here. Okay? So it's important that you see how simple it is and how easy it is for you to have this information there, use it. You can even trigger workflows, whatever you need to do, because all of this information updates inside of GHL. Okay. So for example, like I'll do something on this lead here. We're gonna dial out real quick and then hang up. Well, first, let's change some of these fields, right? Just for the heck of it. So we're just gonna put. So we're just gonna put that, and we'll put demo after. So that way you know it's a field we just put in there. So we're just gonna put that. We're just gonna put in a couple fields because there's over 200 fields on here. So we don't really want to go crazy, right? We just want to show you everything is everything, right? So that's good. So now for these fields to be sent to high level, we just have to hang up the phone. And if you notice, we haven't called them yet because y'all have the option to skip this call or dial. I like what I see, so let's dial. And we're going to hang up really quick. So dial and hang up because we don't really want to call the lady. And we're just going to put, right, whatever we put here goes to the notes on the lead. We can send SMS from here and even email directly from here, right? So that's one thing I wanted to make sure that you guys were aware of. Matter of fact, whatever we write in this box will be sent as an email or an SMS if we tell it to, right? So let's just send this as an SMS for the hell of it. I mean, as an email. So I'm just going to double click email and we're done there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into high level and I'm going to look up that lead. Oh, wrong button. Where's it at? Let's look up this lead. Danielle Francois. Okay, this is the lead. Let's click the button. Let's see what happened when we hung up that call, right? Now, as you can see, an email's already been sent. And look at the timestamp. It's 8:06 p.m. and that's when it was sent. Here's the email. It's just a template, right? It's exactly what we wrote. Hi, Daniel, blah, 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 blah. Directly sent from the call center. Text messages work the same way. Most importantly, if we go to the notes, we'll clearly see that a call was placed today at this time. Here's a recording URL for that call if you need to listen to it. Here's the agent who placed the call. Here's a campaign that they called, and here's the handwritten notes that the agent made. Okay. And there's quite a few calls there. But bottom line, that's just one of the ways that we can integrate the account and show you everything. It's just one of the many. Okay. So I wanted to show you that because I'm going to show you the other integration now. So I just want you to see that the custom fields, all that stuff works. Oh, I forgot to show you. So remember, we push some data into these fields. If you look, we have all this information here, right? We're in real estate, and here's all the information that we have on this lead. It's quite a bit, right? And as you can see, the information that we've added is already there. CC to CRM hyphen demo. That's what we wrote. Rewind the video and you'll see. And as you can see, it's being pushed to the custom fields. So everything's working accordingly. So now we're going to go back to the other leads so I can show you something in GHL. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you how to log into a different campaign instead of pausing it and then doing it without showing. So if you recall, before I hung up that call, we had 18 calls. You can rewind the video and look, and everything's being logged here. Now, I don't know if I have scripts available here. Oh yeah, cool. So we have scripts here, and as you can see, the script is pulling in the address here. They really work. Pulls in the address and anything else you want to pull in here from your Go High Level account. It literally works with all of your custom fields. And of course, the form data, your form was submitted, right? So everything's working perfectly there. But now we're just going to log into a different account so I can show you something else. So I just click log out. I'm just going to click log back in. And I'm just going to change this part, right? So I want to log into this campaign now. I was in this campaign, now I'm logging in this one. Click enter. Log in, right? Select all, click submit.
Currently the only person in this conference.
Okay, now as you can see, we're back into the same campaign that has 7,000 leads in the campaign. Okay, Now I'm going to show you how everything updates in GHL with this integration. It's a little bit different, but still cool. Now, as you can see, we're logged in here. You can look at the leads. So we're back into the other campaign that we were logged into, and we're going to use a different lead this time to show you something. So we're going to go to our manual dialing, and then we're also going to, because I have her phone number in my sticky here. Where's it at? Is it this one? No. Is it that one? Maybe it's this one. I don't know. Let's see if it's that one. Nope, wrong phone number. Let me get the number for the lead. Excuse me. I'm just going to dial and hang up real quick because I don't need that lead. Make that a test call. Tell them I'm away from the system. Now I'm going to go to my call logs and just pull the lead up. And it's Carmelita Magana. So dial her number. Number's right here. I'm going to preview it. All of her information comes up just like the other lead. If you remember though, she doesn't have any custom fields. That's why I showed you the other stuff that had custom fields so you can actually see how it works. That being said, I'm going to show you what happens with this integration because it's two different integrations. I'm going to show you what happens with this one when you hang up the phone. So we're going to dial out real quick, disposition the call, and watch everything update in GHL. So we're just going to dial her phone. It's going to ring here. You'll hear it ring. I'm going to let this ring because it's actually a phone of mine. So hold on, let me answer that. So you can hear it. Okay, so now we're talking on the phone. All is well. And we don't need to talk long. We just need a little bit of audio so that way there'll be a recording. So we got about 30 seconds here almost, and that'll be good enough for this example. I'm going to hang up. So now I've hung up the phone. And I'm just going to make a quick note here, and we're going to use something easy to recognize. We'll use the letter V so you can see the agent notes. Right? So remember, I just wrote a bunch of V's for the handwritten notes. And then we're going to pause it because we don't want to get another call, and then we're just going to disposition this as an SMS. Okay, awesome. Now, let's go back inside of Go High Level and see what's happening there. So what we're going to do is hit Control K, and we're going to find Carmelita. There she is. And remember, right now the time is 8:13 p.m. You can see the call right here, 8:13 p.m. Right? So in real time, you see it pull in the recordings, right? It just takes a moment for them to render. And this call will render in about a minute or two. And we're going to do it all in real time so you can see. So think about it. We just had a call on this dialer. We hung up the phone. We made a disposition for the call, right? And it has to process and then it will post here. Now, if I go to the notes, let's have a look at the notes on this call. Look familiar? These are call notes that the agent typed. Okay. This was the number that was called. The agent who made the call. The campaign that they called. The unique call ID in case we need to troubleshoot. This was the disposition of the call or the outcome of what happened. Call duration was 31 seconds. That's how long the call was. This is an inbound call. So if it says true here, right here, if that says true, that means it's inbound. If it doesn't say true, that means it's an outbound. I know it says inbound AB. That doesn't mean anything. Only if this says true is it an inbound call. Otherwise, it's outbound. We can remove that for you if it's too confusing. And the GHL API request ID. And this is the user's IP address. We have all that information logged just from hanging up the phone. It posted to the notes. So now that it's had time, let's go ahead and refresh the screen and see what happens. So we're just refreshing this because the recording should be rendered by now. And you should be able to see it pull in the recording player in real time once the screen loads. And one by one, they start coming in. And again, it's not done yet. It's been about 2 minutes, as you can see. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, depending on the volume that we have going on. But you can see all these calls, right? And we're going to wait because it will render the call. So we're just going to wait a little bit longer because I want everyone to see it in real time. So I'm not going to pause it or try to, patch something in. We're just going to wait. It's been about 2 minutes in total. Let's see, is there anything else I want to show you while we're waiting on this? I think that's about it. It's very simple to integrate like this and do some really amazing things within your Go High Level account. But just keep in mind, if you're really calling, and you're paying for calls and stuff like that, you guys don't have to pay per minute. You can literally integrate this service, have your own custom dialing interface that opens up a world of possibilities, and then you have a fixed cost for your phone calls. One last thing I'll show you before I refresh that screen is if I was to go to, where's that lead? Oh, the lead's not there anymore. I'll show you that real quick. So if I do another manual dial to this lead and I preview it and then I come down here, see this little button? If I click this, open in a new tab, watch what happens. So if I'm curious about what's going on in this GHL account for this user or for this lead, I can pull their information in by clicking that button and see everything. I can see any custom fields she has. These are the basic ones that we push back into the system. This is the call notes from the last call and all of the notes from all of the calls. And if there was any other task or appointments, we would be able to see those too. Very, very helpful if you're trying to do something on the fly. So now let's go back into here and we're just going to refresh this window again. Recording should be rendered by that point. A new recording, and we'll be all set. So I hope you guys find this informative. We're here to help everyone who's willing to ask. So please just let us know if you need help or assistance. And there you go. Your outbound call recording is here. Let's play it so you can know it's official. It's going to ring here. You'll hear it ring. I'm going to let this ring because it's actually a phone of mine. But hold on. As you can see, that's the call I just did. Hopefully you can hear it. Okay, so now we're talking on the phone. Okay. If you wanted to, you could download it, change the speed, whatever. Long story short, this is fully integrated. We're more integrated into GHL than this dialer. If you use this dialer, all you're getting is a recording is a recording here, and that's it. It doesn't post anything to the notes. It doesn't do anything. Now the AI that they have now does some work, and that's great, but we can do that too. And you're paying extra for that AI stuff, an extra like $100 a month or something, right? So just keep that in mind, man. I understand people love this dialer. They think it's just because it's built in that it's great, and it has its use. But if you're serious about trying to move the needle and you have a lot of calls to make, or even if you just need additional functionality, because it's not all about high volume dialing, this is about functionality. A lot of agencies aren't lucky enough to be able to have 100 calls come in a day. A lot of agencies aren't lucky enough to need call queues to be able to see what's going on with their calls because they're lucky to get 2 calls in a month, right? So if that's you, or if you're just looking to save money, right? You don't want to pay Twilio every minute, let us know. We're happy to help you. We do the same thing for SMS. No A2P, no waiting. It's very, very helpful. Our accounts for Go High Level come with text-enabled phone numbers. So we want to make you guys aware of that. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate. And thank you for listening to me today. If you have any questions, you can reach us here at ghlvoice.com. Have a look at this website. You don't have to take my word for it. You can come in here and run your own cost savings analysis, right? Just come in here, scroll down to the calculators, or just click right here. Click calculator and plug in your numbers, right? This is the true SMS cost. Most of you guys aren't taking this into account. Like, I'll give you a quick example. If you send 3,000 messages per month, this is the normal Twilio cost per segment, right? And this is if you send an MMS, right? Because you don't have control over it. You can control that, but you can't control if you receive one. This is if you send 5% MMS or receive MMS, right? Everybody gets those spam text messages. You can't do anything about it, and you're still charged. The monthly cost for the registry or the campaign, the one-time registration fee, carrier pass-through charges. And let's just move this to one. Your average text message is only one segment. All right. So look, it's automatically doing the math for you. Your monthly SMS cost is $68. All right. That's if they're sending to the US, right, for 3,000 messages. If I wanted to change that, let's say for New Zealand, and again, I'm just giving you an example. Let's say the cost in New Zealand is 0.053, right, or 54. As you can see, the monthly cost, the breakdown, the overhead, the savings with GHL Voice per month. If you want to do a voice analysis, how much we can save you on voice calls, simply just put in how many minutes you use per month and the cost that you're paying. Almost 1.4, I believe, is the current rate for Twilio for US. Current monthly cost is $70, right? But if you're high volume dialing, or maybe you're calling New Zealand, right, where it's 6.4 cents or whatever it is, I forget. But that's $300 a month. We would only charge you $65 if you only need to make phone calls. You can call all you want. International voice, like, dude, look at this. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. I won't even do it anymore. I think you get it. And not to mention, we have a free plan here. You can just sign up. It doesn't cost anything. We don't even need your credit card. And that's for sending text messages if you're using your own device. So, guys and girls, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening, and catch you on the next one, okay? We appreciate you.